Good afternoon, everybody. Planting81 here, and I've been tagged by Helioforge to tell you my garden plans for this year. So basically, these are my garden plans for this year. This is my entire garden. One thing that I'm going to try to do is have flowers all around pretty much my garden. Some of them will be sunflowers, and then I'll have some marigolds and then some borage. That way I can bring in some more pollinators, because last year I didn't have any flowers and I had to let my weeds go to flowers so that I could have some type of flowers around my garden. So this year, that's the plan with that. Then as you can see here, I have north, south, east, and west. In this bed here, this is going to be my tomato bed, and I'm going to have about 3 jet stars, 3 romas, 2 tomatillo plants, and 1 cherry tomato. And then I'm going to try to build like 3 EMT trellises to hold the tomatoes up. In this bed, this one will be my pepper bed, and I'll have 6 bell peppers, 1 serrano, 1 jalapeno, 2 banana peppers, 2 cubanelle. This bed here will be my melon bed, and it'll have 2 watermelons, 2 cantaloupes, and 2 sugar baby watermelons. And then this one will be my cucumber and squash bed. So I'm going to have 1 EMT trellis in the back to hold up my cucumbers. That'll be like lemon cucumber, straight 8s, and whatever else I have. And then here will be my green and yellow squash. I'm planning on having 4 squash plants total, and maybe 1 okra in the center. Now all the beds are going to be interplanted with, say, cilantro, carrots, lettuce, collards, kale, and things like that I can interplant to get some kind of harvest out of those. Let me go ahead and show you what I have so far for this year's garden. First off, I have my peas that are coming up. Now I haven't had much luck with peas, but these are looking pretty good. So this is where my first trellis is going to go. And then another thing that I wanted to do was start way earlier. So last year I started about March 15th. This year I was like, I need to start way earlier because I would like to have tomatoes way earlier. Last year I didn't get my first tomato till about July 25th. So keeping that in mind, I went ahead and started way earlier. So most of the larger seedlings here were started on the 2nd of January, and these 2 seedlings here were started on the 20th. So they came up yesterday. So I think that's pretty good considering that they just got started. And then I went ahead and started some additional seedlings yesterday. And I just kind of threw a whole bunch of like peppers, tomatoes, and borage, and basil, and things like that. So let's take a look real quick at what I have. Here I have, some peppers, but this one I'm really excited about because this is the tomatillo plant. And then I have a serrano pepper here. Now I did lose some seedlings due to dampening off last year. So one of the things that I'll be doing is watering with chamomile tea. Once I get my hands on chamomile tea, I keep going to the store and forgetting to pick it up. So hopefully the next time I go to the store, I'll remember to pick up some chamomile tea. Which, by the way, I might be growing some chamomile this year as well. So there'll be a few new things in my garden, but for the most part I'm going to be growing some of the same things. Another one that I started, and this one has been outside for probably 2 weeks now, is the borage here. So this one was also started on the 2nd of January, and it's doing rather well. So I'm really excited about that. Now all the pots are going to pretty much have flowers. Some of them I'm going to plant borage in. One of them will definitely have chamomile, and maybe some of them will have some marigolds. The reason being is because although I'm planning to have sunflowers directly around the border of my garden, I'm afraid that the gopher may end up taking off with them. So as a backup, you know, the pots will be my backup plants in a sense. But hopefully he doesn't take off with all of my flowers that I plant directly on the ground. Oh, one last thing. The other thing that I'm going to try to do this year is composting. I didn't really want to get into composting. I didn't want to deal with the whole composting thing. But, you know, after all the trouble with my beds and everything, I've come to realize that, you know, the only way that you can make sure that you know what you're getting in your soil is by doing it yourself. So, composting is my goal for this year. Well, I think that's pretty much it. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and tag some of you. I would like to tag emsapowell, growsomethinggreen, and then anybody that lives in zones 8 and 9. And the reason I'm tagging zone 8 and 9 is because I think that's pretty much the zone that I'm in, and I would, you know, really like to know what, you know, people in similar climates are doing and, you know, what they're prepping to do. Today's a gorgeous day in Southern California. Till next time, thank you for watching. Bye.